Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to October 2017 monthly general love tarot reading. You know, one of the key messages here for October is listening to your intuition, paying attention to your gut feeling. Also, I'm feeling here with the High Priestess is, you know, you need to consider carefully, I guess I should say, carefully reviewing what it is that you really want, because you may get exactly what you asked for, okay? So with the High Priestess, you pay attention to your intuition, be careful what you ask for, all right? I'm also feeling, too, that you need to listen completely to what others have to say, all right? Because, and I'm not saying that you're not, but the message is to listen to what someone completely has to say so that you catch everything, okay? So that you don't jump to conclusions immediately, and at the same time, you get the whole picture. You get everything that was said to you before you actually make a decision. And also, you know, involve your intuition in this. With the Three of Waters here, I feel like there's something here that you have to celebrate about. I'm feeling that this has got something to do with either a commitment of some kind. It could be a job offer. You could have graduated. And you may have graduated already, or you could be graduating this month. I think most of the graduations, though, happen in May through August, but it could be any type of graduation. It could be a trade school. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be college. But I just feel like there is something here to celebrate about. Also, too, I feel like there with that job offer, I'm picking up on, you know, with the High Priestess and paying attention to your intuition, you know, that kind of speaks for itself. You know, by you actually paying attention to your intuition, by you actually accepting or declining this job offer is going to cause you to have a celebration. Okay. There's also, I feel, you know, I'm getting feelings. I've got this a lot with not all the signs, but some of them. There's this feeling of just, you know, thinking about the foundation of starting a family or having additional family members. You know, so to me, fertility is on the high here. Now, the Four of Air, this is the vacation card, the time to take time out for you. I also feel like some of you may just be overdoing it, because I'm kind of feeling the burden card that I would normally pick in the, you know, the regular tarot deck. So I feel like that some of you have just been overdoing it. Vacation is, you know, due. I feel like some of you are actually going on a trip. Maybe you're going to just check out the season change or whatever it is. But whatever it is, I feel like it's a good move that you do that. I'm also feeling like with the Four of Air, which takes me back to the High Priestess of what I was discussing about, don't be quick to come to conclusions. Really hear out the what somebody is saying completely, and also pay attention to your intuition. Okay, so we've got the Eight of Fire here. This is about things starting to move. Okay, things are moving forward for you. The delays are pretty much over. There might be a few that you're still dealing with in October, but other than that, it's really good. Now, sometimes when things start to pick up, a lot of things start to happen at once. So again, you know, make sure you're grounded. Four of Air. If you can't take a vacation, just kind of, you know, get into your space and just meditate, chill out. Okay, we've got the Five of Fire. When I get the fives, fives to me are changes. So I feel like there is something here, you know, that you might be in conflict with a fire sign. This could be, you know, a Sag, Leo, or Aries. But I feel like there's been a conflict with the fire sign. And, you know, it has been disturbing for some of you, because I feel like you've found out some kind of information about your mate. and it hasn't, it's kind of been disturbing. So, but I feel, I feel like you're going to be okay. It's just going to take you some time to heal, because I feel like this is not masking the truth. I feel like this is the truth. I feel like there has been something going on, and I feel like you have found that truth. Now, if you haven't found out anything, you will. Of course, this isn't going to pertain to all of you Capricorns, but it could be actually a fire sign discovering something about you, Capricorn. All right? So now, Two of Earth. See, I feel also, let me just go back on these cards here. I feel like I got a feeling like it was a team member, a coworker, a workmate, whatever you want to call it, that has really been causing some problems. I feel like they've been purposely causing conflict. I feel like they're a gossiper. I feel like that you took wind of this. And I feel like, right now, for some of you, I just feel with this happening, I feel like there's just a lot going on here. And that's why you've just got to slow your step up here. Because I feel like you're going to have to make decisions. But you don't want to make them, by reacting, you don't want to make them rash. Because if you do, then you're going to wind up feeling like you've made a mistake. So you've got to really take your time and make that decision. For some of you, however, it may come fast, and that's why I'm just saying, just kind of breathe. Now, what I'm getting here with the Queen of Waters, I feel like, because things kind of speed up a little bit, I do believe Saturn starts to move into Capricorn, which is its natural detriment, its natural home, in October. And I feel like as that begins to shift and change, things begin to shift and change quite rapidly for you. I'm really feeling like there's a new relationship that's coming. Okay, and I feel like you may travel with that travel with that person, or you may travel to meet that person. It's possible that you know that person online, and now you've decided to, make the date to meet. It's a positive change. It's a very positive change for you, Capricorn. And all you Capricorn moons or risings that are watching this video, it is a positive change, and it moves. You've got a lot of fast energy moving about here, which is good, because that's action. A lot of wands, a lot of fire element here. Now you're an earth sign. Okay, so the fire might feel like, oof, that's a little bit more, overstimulating at times. But I feel like you just have to focus. Just focus. I feel like, too, that some of you are getting something going with, again, a fire sign. Okay, it's not the sign that I was speaking up here. I think this is a different relationship where I feel it's new. It's a new relationship, and it really has good energy, and it's moving at a very fast pace. So just kind of watch yourself there, because sometimes when things move super fast, we're caught off guard. All right, let me just go ahead and lay the rest of these cards here. Okay, so here again is the confirmation card. I was talking about earlier that I felt like some of you were just working way too hard, maybe too many hours, okay? Or your work is dealing with things that are just kind of heavy, so I feel like you need to watch your back. If you climb ladders, if you if you're a roofer, or you just, happen to be out and about and you lift heavy things, I'm just getting a warning here that you need to watch your back, okay? Because your back, I don't mean watch your back like somebody's going to do something to you. Watch your back that you don't hurt yourself. Slip a disc, herniate a disc, pull a muscle. That can be quite painful, and it can put you out of work for some time. I also am getting information that somebody actually has a workman's comp or lawsuit that is happening right now in regards to a back injury. All right. And I do feel like that it's going to, I don't feel like it's going to settle in October. There might be something that comes to an agreement, but I don't feel like it's completely finished in October. And there might be some delays here. And I also feel like there needs to be more visits to the doctors, and there needs to be more medical information recorded. Now, when I get the 7 of water and the 4 of earth, I do feel like this has something to do with a complex decision. Okay. I also feel like you need to research more about, getting more information about what's happening. Okay. I do feel like this might have something to do with business. Okay. I do feel like you will make some good business decisions, but I also feel like some of you are kind of in a position where you might be just kind of holding on to money too tight, or you're involved in something that is complex in regards to finances. Okay. Also, the 7 of water is a good card that really kind of wakes you up and says, hey, listen, stop procrastinating. Okay. Before you procrastinate, just do your research. To find out more information before you make a final judgment here. And so with the 10 of earth here, I feel like, this is about, I'm feeling like some of you are looking to, create happiness, create a family, create love. Create business. Capricorns, you're excellent business people. And I feel, again, when I look at this, I feel like the 7 waters is still involved here, that you may have been just too hard on someone when it comes to money or working. This could be a child who is at working age, or, your child's an adult. And I feel like there's been so much pushing here in regards to making money, etc. What Spirit is saying is you need to lighten up here, okay? Because pushing this child or friend or mate, whoever it is, pushing them to work or pushing them to handle their debts or whatever is becoming a little bit too much pressure for the other person. It's just too much energy going on, kind of in a way where they almost feel pressure to make a rash decision, and that wouldn't be good either. Okay. I'm also feeling like, too, that there might be some things that are going on behind your back. Now, here I feel like there's this movement going on here with another earth sign. It also, of course, has to do with you, but I feel like this is kind of moving into maybe moving in with a loved one, or a loved one's moving in with you, or just kind of moving forward with a loved one. I do feel like you work too hard, some of you Capricorns, and I really feel like you need to spend more time with your loved ones, spend more time with your family. There is some unexpected opportunities that are coming here for you, and some of it, excuse me, has to do with love, because we got a lot of water here, and which also represents the cups. And I just feel like there's a decision for some of you that are just kind of had it, okay? And I feel like you're just kind of planning in October to move on. Not all of you are going to move on. I just feel like a lot of it is planning. Maybe you're having a discussion with your loved one in regards to if things don't change, you're just going to move forward. Because here's the Chariot, and I know that you're going to move here. And then here is the Earth sign. I feel like for a lot of you're meeting, really grounded, loving people in October. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at some of the romance cards. Wow, this is good. I feel like some of you might actually have relationships going on with a Gemini, or you actually did, or any of the air signs. I also feel like this person that you've been waiting for is returning to you. It's possible that this lover was married or may still be married, but I feel like there's going to be some changes, and I feel like that those changes are going to work out in your favor, the one that's actually waiting. Okay, there has been a lot of, I guess, lies. I want to say there's been a lot of lies, a lot of dishonesty here, but we're going to see how the cards unfold when I get some more information about it. See, there we've got pay attention to red flags. All right, let me see what I'm getting here. Well, the messages of the cards is that there has to be some more forgiveness here. There has to be forgiveness. Okay, learn your lesson. There's been a message again with this earth sign that I feel like this earth sign actually travels a lot. But I feel that what stands between you just actually needs to be forgiven. Okay, if you want to move forward with this person, you need to forgive. And they need to forgive you. If you constantly held on to the past because you feel like you have to get even or you feel like you have to make your point, you're not going to have this relationship. This relationship is going to end because there's just too much bickering going on for there to be any kind of solitude between the two of you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull some more cards. Well, there's a new beginning. I feel that's not where I want to put that. With someone coming back in your life. Okay, now we all get stubborn. I feel like this is your soulmate. I feel like this person who's coming back, that's your star. That's your soulmate. Okay, I feel like you're gonna make it work. I feel like you guys are gonna make it work this time. Yeah, I do feel like, some of you who also have been facing separations, whether you continue on your own or there is a reconciliation, I really feel like growth is coming to you. I feel like this is the time, again, I feel forgiveness is really important. You got to just forgive yourself. You don't want to forgive anybody else, that's fine, but you've got to release some of this karma, and the only way you're going to release some of that karma is you've got to forgive. And when you really, truly mean forgiveness, there's this wonderful energy that just flows right through you from head to toe, right into the ground. It's amazing. And that's where you're releasing and letting go. So you really should feel good when you do this, not like it's a duty. Okay? Now, I feel like some of you who are really working hard to make things work, I feel like you can't do this by yourself, okay? You need your other mate to do this. It's a team between you and your mate. Okay, now I do feel like there's opportunity for, to speak about how you feel and what you really desire in this relationship. And you should just kind of stick with that because I feel like you need to be heard. But a lot of you are starting new relationships. I've gotten the page, and also the page of water represents new relationships, new people entering your life. And also, Capricorn, it represents a new phase in regards to love. What you love, what you desire in love. This is a new phase in October for you. Okay? You have really good cards. Let me actually see what the bottom here. We've got the Five of Water and give the relationship a chance. So Five of Water, this is disappointments. Like perhaps some of you have been trying so hard to make something work. Give it to the universe. Let it go, forgive it, okay? So you don't have all that old energy, all those tied up knots from the past. Give it to the universe and just trust and let it go. All right? Because and then for some of you, I'd like to say give up. Okay, don't try any harder, because what I'm getting here is there's just not enough chemistry. The two of you just don't see equally. There's not a lot of things that are really in common, and it's better just to let this relationship go. Okay, I don't like to end the reading on that note, but actually, what's meant to be will be, and as much as we might feel sad about something that we need to end, but we actually needed to end it for the better or the higher good of ourselves. So unity, I'm just going to pull a couple more. Okay. I feel, again, I'm getting like, some of you just have high hopes for something to either continue in your life or something new to happen. And it's just so intense. You're always thinking about it. You're always holding on to it. What Spirit wants you to do is just let go of it and trust higher source that whatever's to be is going to be. Okay? But if you believe in love, it's going to happen for you eventually. You just can't get discouraged and go in, well, I believe in love, and then 3 days later, no, love's never going to happen for me. That's not only confusing everything within you, but it's also confusing the universe to help you in your manifestations. Okay, great. If you'd like a personal reading, www.transformationandempowerment.com. Please remember to check your moon and rising, as this reading isn't going to resonate with all of you. Thank you, and much love and blessings.